Welcome to ESVN Sports Network. This is the 7-minute drill. I'm your host and head asshole of this shitty homemade network, Sevens. Let's get right to the big news of the week. Week 5 in the NFL saw my Atlanta Falcons absolutely decimate the number 3 ranked defense in the league and that of the San Francisco 49ers. A nice win on the road against a team showing signs of improvement. Putting up 45 points on the road against anyone is impressive, and it could go even higher than that in Week 6. When ChicagoFanjason's Chicago Bears roll into Atlanta for the Sunday night the Sunday night game of the week. And looking at this week's opponent, I wanted to get a better feel for who the Falcons were going to embarrass, so I went to the Chicago Bears website. I took a look at everything they've got posted there. The first thing that caught my eye was their schedule. They play 9 teams that had a losing record in 2008. 2 of the teams they beat so far this year are 500. Impressive. Oh! Please take it easy on my team. No wonder people are talking playoffs with this team. Next, I looked at their depth chart, or shall I say, lack of a depth chart. Starting at quarterback is who? Rex Grossman? Kyle Orton? No, wait. Cade McNown? Bob Avellini? Oh yeah, that's right. It's the savior, Jay Cutler, who made the Hall of Shame in Week 1 after throwing 4 interceptions on opening night. Well, can you blame the guy? I mean, who are his wide receivers? Earl Bennett, who had 0 catches in 2008, and Johnny Knoxville, who is hilarious on Jackass, although he sucked as that alien in Men in Black. And finally, up-and-coming Julio Iglesias, the guy sitting on the bench. Yeah, you know him, the 8th string receiver. He's spending all of his time right now on the bench over there singing, "To all the passes I'll never catch." Jason, you better pray. And I mean pray that Cutler stays healthy. As I noticed, your backup is something called Caleb Haney? You gotta be kidding me. Finally, I noticed this past week was the bye week for the Bears. Interestingly enough, that makes this week the bye week for the Falcons. My advice would have been to stay on your bye week for 1 more week. By the time the game comes around Sunday night, I'll probably be tired from watching all the real games earlier in the day. Probably want to go to bed early that night. By the way, the Falcons put up 45 points on the number 3 defense in the league this week. Have I mentioned that yet? They made them look like chumps. Kind of like playing the junior varsity version of that team this week with the Bears. This should allow Matt Ryan and the boys to have a nice practice week. Give them time to prep for Week 7. The common link here, of course, what? Mike Singletary. That's right. As his current and past teams will both be victims of a 7-on-1 prison raping at the hands of the Dirty Birds. You see, everything in this universe is related. So my message to you, Chicago fan Jason, goes like this. My team is better than yours! Period. Deal with it. It's kind of like me being bigger and stronger than you, pal. Even if I arm wrestled you right now with a torn up right shoulder, I'd still beat you. Oh yeah, and my chin beard is sweeter and sexier than your Chris Daughtry wannabe soul patch. You know what else? My videos kick ass over yours, buddy. So get down on your hands and knees, like this guy. And take what you got coming to you, buddy. This Sunday night, you and the Bears are going to get a good old-fashioned ass whooping. Yeah. So grab your ankles and howl at the moon, my friend. Go grab one of your 64-calorie light beers from the fish cooler. Enjoy watching your lightweight team put forth a pathetic an embarrassing effort that will be light on points in front of a national TV crowd. Then make a video with a laundry list of excuses as to why your team lost. Be sure to include blaming the refs, poor play calls, not having Urlacher in the lineup, home crowd noise advantage, and anything else you can think of while crying your lightweight tears in your lightweight beer. In the end, you will feel just like you do after spending $350 on a box of exquisite football, only to find that the hit of your case is a Johnny Lee Higgins autograph card. In other words, disappointed! In this example, my team is the exquisite product, and your team is the Johnny Lee Higgins autograph card. I wish I could say I feel your pain, my friend, but I can't. I'll feel nothing but joy after the 31-13 victory. Have I mentioned that my team is better than yours? There will be no shocker this week. The Falcons will win this game. Good luck on Sunday, Jason. You'll need it, brother. Wimp. Pussy. On behalf of ESVN, this is Sevens reminding you all to send your condolences to Chicago fan Jason in advance and leave your comments below for him. And until next time, salute!